Welcome back to another edition of the Ultimate Car 959 Top 30. My name is DJ Keyez, and we kickstarting what I call Season 2, right? You know, on radio, every 12 months, the Lodia change. We were lucky enough that the show got extended for another 12 months. So this is the very first interview for Season 2. That's what I will basically call it, right? And we've got a guy whose song was a brand new entry on the show about 3 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. Intro. So he's got Soul Matrix on that song, as well as Murumba Peach, but we'll get to that. Yeah, he's been trying to get in, man. Yo, when I look at some of his songs. But anyway, Emotionz Dj joining me in studio.
My brother.
Welcome, Yauti.
Shapunjan.
Ukren.
No, hundreds.
Mnandi. Kai what's your harm-free? OA2. When what's Emotionz?
Yeah, no, phela Mr. Yes is busy I'm having number,
yeah.
You know? Yeah.
The Mpumalanga born DJ, producer, as well as radio presenter, right? To figure in your choose.
Sure. Grade 8. That was, can't remember what year it was, but yeah.
It was that long time ago.
Yeah, it is quite long ago. Yeah.
All right. Where in Mpumalanga are you from?
Bronco Spade in Kangal.
Okay, Kangal.
Yeah.
Bronco. All right.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to know you. I know there's a stint where you were at Alex FM and all of that. We'll get to that, right?
Sure.
But I want to start with the cars.
Yeah.
You are somewhat of a car fanatic.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I've loved cars, you know, from a very young age, you know. So it's one thing that I'm very passionate about. You know, I'm a big F1 fan as well, you know, and then I just love, you know, modifying cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's my other passion.
I'm glad that you brought up modifying cars, né?
Yeah.
I have to ask you this before we even continue, because for a lot of people, modified cars, those blingy, shiny cars, Gucci cars, you know, those are normally associated with forex traders and scammers. So I have to ask you, my man, are you a scammer? Are you a forex trader? What's going on?
Yo, you know, on my page, on my Instagram, you know, people always ask me for signals, what. I don't even know what that is. I've never done forex, you know, my whole entire. I don't know what it is, you know. So it just happens that I own a company called Car Gadgets SA. You know, that's where we do all the cars. You know. So sometimes I just change my car now and then just to, you know, push that side of the business. You know.
Showcase.
So that's why I've been just associated with you know, forex. But I mean, you know, that's what the first guys have been using, you know, just those flashy cars, you know, to show that they making, you know, something out of it. I don't know.
So you don't blame me for asking you that?
No.
It makes sense, right?
Yeah, definitely.
All right, you heard it from him. He's not a scammer. He's not on forex. He just owns a company that modifies cars. So that's you showcasing what you can do.
Yeah.
All right. That out the way now. Hey, I had to ask, my man.
I thank you for that question, man. Because I've cleared the, you know, the whole conception about me being a forex trader.
Look, while we're on the car thing, now we'll continue with it just to wrap it up and then get into the music side of stuff.
Sure.
You love cars, being passionate, F1, you modify cars.
Yeah.
You had a bad experience in July 2018. Al-Kumula BML Blue.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah. That was hectic, man. You know, I was just driving to, you know, fetch my girl, you know, Ekasi, Tembisa side. Yeah. So while I was waiting for her to come out, something terrible happened, man. You know, I didn't even notice them, you know, and my door was not locked, you know, because I'm used to going there, you know, Kaslam, you know what I mean?
Sure.
So vela machitau too nje sithubeni, you know, and then bavela bakhipha intshiza, you know, bangikhomba ngesibhamba ngene emotweni, and then bavaya nami, you know. So bangifake ebhuthini, and then they drove with me for like, you know, about 4 hours, you know, and mabavaya, like they were continuing to, you know, hijack other people, you know, using the car. So mabang drop her off, I think it was around 1 a.m. somewhere, you know, in Tembisa. And as soon as I got off the boat, you know, by keeping cheese by preacher, you know. And then fuck, you know, I thought I was, you know, that was the end of me.
Yeah.
You know, So was keeper, was comma pezul, and then they just said run.
Yeah.
And then I ran, and then they just shot up.
Yeah, just to scare you.
Yeah. And then bava, you know. It is a terrible experience, you know.
Traumatic experience.
It was bad.
Yeah. Did you deal with it? Maybe talk to someone, all of that?
Not really, you know. With us, you know, Jigutai. He's only like I'm not. But then, yeah, I get scared when I'm driving alone, especially at night.
Yeah,
sometimes, you know, and I'm very precautious. Like me drive and I always look at the back, you know, inside just to see if no one is following or you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Consider professional help, mate. It helps to talk to someone, right?
I think I should.
Yeah, just wrapping the car thing up.
Yeah.
Are you a taxi owner?
No.
You're not a taxi owner?
Nah.
Nothing? Nah. Okay. All right. We're getting to know
I don't
Emotionz
mind getting
DJ.
in the business, though.
You don't mind getting into it?
Yeah.
He's got a single out. It's called Intro. So he's got Soul Matrix and Murumba Peach on that particular song. It's on the Ultimate Car 959 Top 30. We'll get to that, right? Now, let's get into the music part. Music-wise, you used to listen to Bolu Vega. I know that DJ Kent is somebody that inspires you, right?
A lot.
2010.
Yeah.
First radio stint, Alex FM. How did you get it?
So, I used to... do mixes for Alex FM. There was a show, I think it was at around about 9 p.m. So I used to do some mixes, and then, you know, eventually I got to be, you know, a co-host on the show, and then, you know, I also had my own show.
Yeah.
So it's not something that I went to school for, whatever, you know.
Yeah,
it was just an experience, just learning from, you know, my co-host, and then that's how I got into radio.
Yeah. Are you still pushing it?
Nah.
Not really.
Nah, not really.
DJing is more your thing.
Yeah.
Because you started DJing while you were still in Mpumalanga for your friends and all of that.
Yeah. I mean, a scaler, you know, if there was anything that has to do with the sound, you know, I was the go-to guy. Yeah.
How did you get into it?
Sure. So my dad used to own, you know, some records, you know, so so I just, you know, take them and just play around, you know. Just the whole thing, it is just fascinating for me. So I was like, you know, I think I kind of love this thing, you know. So for me, I think I had, you know, passion just for music before just DJing, you know. I love music more than anything, you know. So I think getting into Djing space was just for me to, you know, play the music for people, the music that I love. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right. And then fast forward to you moving to Joburg. You're now in high school. It was just not idea what the Mauboya anywhere outside of Joburg we bar. How long did it take you while you're here in Joburg for you to basically build this brand Emotionz throughout high school?
So I think Mangfiga
first of all.
So I had a brother of mine was staying in Midrand.
Okay.
So ngifike kuye vele,
right.
Yeah. So from there ngifake skela, and then, you know, I met some friends, you know.
Yeah.
Fortunately I was that kind of guy, you know, wonke umuntu nje ufuna ukukhuluma naye.
Sure.
So
it
was easy.
Why?
Nah, it was just, you know, that guy nje scale wakhona lamachita nje wonke umuntu afuna ukuchila nabo. I made jokes bengibahlekisa wonke nje.
Sure.
You know. So it was easy for me to just chill, you know. Yeah.
Okay. And then obviously you continued the DJing.
Yeah.
Because at some point you were a resident at News Cafe in Midrand.
In Midrand, yeah. Yo, I played there for long. I think that's where it all started, you know, because that's when I started to meet a whole lot of guys in the industry, you know, from about Pori. That's when I think I made friends with Pori, you know, because we used to stay together as well at some point. But Pori or Skido, because everyone was just, you know, that side in Midrand. Yeah. So I think that RNG was defining a moment for me.
Yeah. And then you obviously decided, let me take it a step further. You know, let me grow the Emotionz DJ brand. You started making music.
Yeah.
What year did you start making music?
So at the time, I mean, we're just playing, you know, tunes from our compilations. You know, like we would just get compilations, mixtapes. You know, so it got to a point where we just like, you know, we want to start making our own music.
Sure.
You know, so I think I learned, production from, Paul, because I used to chill with him a lot in the studio,
Yeah.
So that's when I started to make beats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2018, Shona Pansi.
Yeah, Iqom,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the time Iqom will feel,
For sure.
Yeah, so I just like being versatile, I don't want to stick to one type of genre. For me, as long as it's house music,
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
So yeah.
2018, obviously, Shona Pansi dropped, and then
Yeah.
Ingoma Le dropped, right? And then that song you performed on TV, right?
Yeah.
Which had a lot of drama.
Yeah.
Le ngoma uyitshontshile vele ora yakho. Because somebody was claiming that song was there.
So that song, I dropped it, I think it was 2018, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I did it on TV. It was playing on radio. I think Euphonic picked it up first.
Yeah.
Euphonic was the first guy to push this song because, he loved it so much.
Sure.
And then later on, I think about 6 or 8 months, just after I dropped the song.
Yeah.
This guy drops this song. He just changed the lyrics and then he used the same bit.
Yeah.
Because when I dropped the song, I just released the instrumental just for, for DJs, like
For
a
sure.
DJ pack.
Yeah, like
you
you
know what I mean?
normally do, yeah.
Yeah. And then this guy, I don't know if I should mention his name.
No, you
It's
should.
Guy time.
You should. Bamazi ukuthi wenzani.
Yeah, so it was Keyez,
Yeah.
DJ Keyez.
Yeah.
I was very much disappointed because, as I was growing up, he was one of the guys, who was just like making it in the industry. He was a well-established brand. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for him to come out and just, steal some guys' songs, just trying to make it in the industry is just, it was just heartbreaking for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did that teach you about the industry? Because a lot of guys have actually been through that, where you send someone a song and then bakshasha and release it under them because they think it's hot. But with you, it was he just loved it and just ran with it.
I think that's where, it really gets tough, especially for the upcoming ones,
Yeah.
Because you just try and link with anyone just to get your stuff out there,
For sure.
And then the guys take advantage, unfortunately, you
Yeah.
know. So it's something that I learned, Joe, would say, it's not really easy in this game,
Yeah.
You need to stand your ground.
For sure.
Yeah.
Getting to know Emotionz Dj. He's got a banger of a song out. Intro, so it's a banger. Trust me on that, right? The very first interview, by the way, for season 2 of this particular show. So yeah, we continue bringing you some of your favorites. He's got Soul Matrix and Murumba Peach on that song. But before we get to that, there were other songs that he did. That's what we're trying to get to know. Ne? Now, obviously, that song did well. You continue making your music. The brand is growing. There was supposed to be a tour that you said you're going to do. Are you still going to continue with that?
Yeah. Obviously, because of COVID and everything, I think the country's just starting to open up now.
Sure.
Yeah. So I think this year it's definitely going to kick off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the idea behind Project 2K Tour? Because I know you're planning on going to all provinces and all of that. Just give us a rough idea of what you wanted to do.
Yeah, so basically, it's a fact. I mean, my 2K really, brought the vibes, and especially with the piano scene, they, love the sound so much,
Yeah.
So we just had an idea, just to do something for them, So I'm just gonna, put together some friends in the industry,
Yeah.
And then we're gonna just tour the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You spoke about COVID.
Yeah.
Your passions rely on a lot of movement. Because your car shop needs people to bring cars.
Yeah.
Your DJing needs venues and whatnot to be open for you to go out there, right?
Yeah.
The past 2 years, how did you make money?
Yeah. It is really hectic, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but just fortunate, God is on our side, you know what I mean? So, especially with that's why it's very important for me to, do a whole lot of things,
Yeah.
Sticking to putting your eggs in one basket is very risky.
Sure.
Especially if you're in the music business, because it takes time,
Yeah.
and sometimes you don't gig. So it's best if you take your money, put it there, just invest in a few businesses, you know what I mean? So that's what I've done. And I think that's what I'll always do, just to, keep balance. So fortunately, my business, Kaka Chizase has been doing quite very well. I think it's one of the most biggest car, pimping companies in the country.
Sure.
So yeah, we've been just getting consistent support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I asked you earlier on if you're a forex trader.
Yeah.
Mangshanga line. Yeah, don't put all your eggs in one basket. I sounded like a trader.
Not forex. Not forex. Forex, yeah, like I don't know nothing about forex, eh? And for me, it doesn't make sense. I mean,
yeah,
if you got a plan to make money, I wouldn't spend my time just teaching other guys to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You won't have the time.
You want to maximize on your profit.
You know what I mean? Why would you just go around showing the world and then doing those classes? I don't know.
2021, you dropped an EP, Champions League. Let's talk about that name. What inspired Champions League? Because for football fans, Champions League means the highest of competitions where football is concerned,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in this case, it's the highest level of, the piano scene. Because for me, I think with Champions League, that was when, I was like, let me just put my all, because I've just been busy with a lot of things. I've been neglecting, the music side of business.
Okay.
So when I made that project, I was like, you know what, I'm putting my all, and I'm just gonna now compete in the highest league. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And I mean, when you look at some of the songs on there, I guess you could say that, right?
Yeah.
But there's this one particular song.
Mm-hmm.
You even shot, I'm not gonna call it a music video. You shot a movie of it, because I'm a superstar. Reese Madlisa is there, Casper on your vest. Tell us about the song Messiah.
Yeah, so I feature Lou, Zuma, Ali Keyez, Cool Kid, and Casper on your vest. Yeah. There's Nobantu Vilagazi as well. Shout out to Nobantu. Yeah. So yeah, that song was a banger, man. Still is. Yeah. So for me, I just believe, in making classic music. It's from my piece. Songs that are gonna just last for like a month, and then after that they die. Yeah.
How much did you spend on the music video? Because got a Rolls Royce around.
Yeah, but well, I get things spending a
jet there.
Yeah, there's a jet.
There's a jet. Yeah, I mean, that's why you spend money.
I mean, I've got quite a few friends of mine, who drive like these super nice cars,
Yeah.
And then I think the most expensive thing for me was to hire the jet. Those things are expensive, man. I think, just for the jet only, I paid about like 60. I think it is 60K.
Yes.
Just to hire the jet, and then obviously there's guys in the production, who charge me quite a lot as well.
For sure.
Yeah. So it is. We spend some coins there.
And look on you.
Nah.
60K just to hire the jet. Okay, the Rolls Royce you say you call them famous. But yeah. Can you imagine how much you spent on that?
Now, but it's important to, like invest in the brand, my man. Yeah.
How important is that actually to invest in your brand?
It's very important. I think that's where a lot of guys are going wrong,
Yeah.
Because when we get money from these gigs, it's by you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think guys are really losing it there,
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make sense, man, if you look at it, and considering the fact that, this thing is not sustainable.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd end up, with the wardrobe, close to $1 million, and then you've got nothing, for your kids. It's really sad.
Yeah.
So I think the most important thing is, Mr. Lenyu from my gigs, we put it back in the brand. We invest in the brand. We have to now start looking at, just building the brands overseas. Just to make it sustainable. Yeah. But I'm actually telling you, it's diamond work.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
You are friends with Pori. You've been friends with Pori for quite some time. So Matrix and Dwanaga Pori, how did you form a relationship with them?
Yeah, I've known Soya, for quite a while. I think before even he dropped Utando.
Yeah.
I think
that's the song that put him on, actually.
Yeah. So I know him before that song, We've been making, music together, for quite a long time, and we just got a good relationship going on, Yeah, so that's why we thought, let's put up together a project. Yeah.
And then Intloso?
Intloso, sure. What a song. Shout out to Murumba Peach, man. I think the guys are very talented, you know. They're coming with something fresh, new in the game, you know.
Yeah.
So when we had that instrumental, you know, I told Sawyer that we definitely need to, you know, give it to the guys. I think they'll do justice. So we called them to the studio, and then they came through and they just did the magic, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how long did it take? Because I've heard that this vocalist from Rumba Peach, he's quick like that, man.
Nah, he's very quick. And you know, the nice thing about working with, you know, the guy is when he comes through to the studio, you know, he can record himself. So when I feel like you know, put my headphones on and then he just starts rolling, you know. Yeah. So it was quite easy, you know, working with the guys.
Mind you, who are you guys apologizing to in the song? Because in the song, somebody's apologizing to a girl or something, you know?
So, you know, sometimes so what you number flop, so much chance, you know.
Mara this case will tune over. As much as you never saw tune.
Nah, so honest. I'll be honest.
If you haven't checked it out, man, do check out Intro and listen to the lyrics. This guy's apologizing to his girl. I think that's Intro, so yeah. So it was you. Okay, all right.
Mess. Yeah.
Emotionz Dj, man, he's working on an EP. Apparently the EP has been over a year. Was Panaway on a Soul Matrix.
Yeah, no, I like taking time with my project. For a song, you know. The thing is with me, I'm a perfectionist. We'll do a song, you know,
yeah,
and then I listen to it over and over and over again, and then, you know, I start afresh, you know, just to fine tune it, you know, change things here and there. So it takes time for me to really, you know, finish up a project.
How many are done so far?
No, it's finally done now. We got 8 songs on the EP, so yeah, it's complete. It's dropping on the 22nd of July.
22nd of July is just now, right?
Yeah.
Features on there, and who did you work with? All of that.
Yeah, so we're just trying to, you know, feature upcoming talent, you know. But we've got some names there. We've got Ubasi, Mashudu, it's Murumba Peach. Who else is on the EP? I think we've got Neapal.
Look, 22nd. Just look out for it. 22nd.
Yeah.
He's dropping it. His name is Emotionz Dj. My G, thank you very much for coming through. Just push your other social media pages, including car gadgets. He's not a trader, please.
No, I'm not a trader. Yeah, so I'm on Instagram, Emotionz with a Z_DJ. And then you can also check out my car business. It's car gadgets _SA. Yeah.
So if you want to pimp your ride, he's your go-to guy. You know, if you want that look, the shiny cars and all that.
Yeah, I mean, everyone really, I mean, from Prince KB, Master KG, King Monada, you know, all of those guys. Yeah, if you check out their cars, I mean, it's car gadgets SA. So yeah.
And you love Gucci because your BM is Gucci. As about emotion, but you got diamond walk, Mariano, I'm diamond walk.
I mean, you know, you got a few things going on. So once in a while,
But my G, all the best, and thank you very much for joining me, studio.
Thank you for having me. Man.
Cool, man. That's Emotionz DJ.
Yeah.
Thank you, dog.
Thank you.